Breaking news from the Supreme Court. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has been declared unconstitutional. I want to bring the judge into this. Look, do you think, am I right in saying, you think that this judgment from the Supremes might mean that the president has the right to and the power to fire the chairman of the Federal Reserve? Is that the way you see it?
Well, yes, Stuart, and if I might modify slightly what you just said introducing this segment, the Consumer Products Protection Bureau has not been declared unconstitutional. It has been determined that the statute, the portion of the statute in there that insulates the director of the Bureau from being fired for any reason but cause is unconstitutional.
Okay.
So the agency remains. President Trump can fire the head of the agency. President blank, whoever succeeds President Trump, can fire whoever's in there. So in a very, very interesting decision, the Supreme Court said we can't have something in the government that is alien to the Constitution. And if we create an independent agency and the President of the United States, who is solely the executive branch, can't influence it, that makes that thing alien to the Constitution. Wow, take that language and apply it to the Federal Reserve or the Post Office or any independent agency, and the president can fire just about anybody he wants and put somebody in there who agrees with him.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing. It's not only is there nothing wrong with it, but if you read the concurrence by Justices Thomas and Gorsuch, they're suggesting these independent agencies shouldn't be independent. Nothing in the government should be independent. Everything in the executive branch should be subject to the president. That's the direction that this court might be going in.
Man, that would be quite a change, wouldn't it? If they actually went that far, that'd be really something. That's a revolution.
Well, it would. You know, remember this all started with the Environmental Protection Agency imposing draconian regulations back in the Obama years, and the Supreme Court invalidated them, and our friends on the other side of the political aisle yelled and screamed and yelled and screamed, you can't trust the environment to politicians. Well, we trust the entire government to politicians. The Constitution entrusts the government to politicians.
You always get fired up with the Constitution. You're always good at that. Back to the farm, Judge. Back to the farm.
Look, it's a great... Yes, thank you, Stuart. Pleasure to be with you.
Thank you. See you soon.